what's going on, everybody? Coach Jerry here with Peak Synergy, where we create peak performers in life, career, and sport. It is an honor for me to be a part of you developing peak synergy in your body. And I'm thinking maybe one day soon, we can see you in person at one of our workshops, work with you in your organization with your corporate wellness, or be a part of developing your leadership staff to create ultimate performance, ultimate synergy within your organization. And what we're gonna be sharing with you today is a mini breathwork workshop. We're gonna show you some of the most basic breathwork exercises that you can utilize every single day. Many of them, you can utilize them while you're sitting at your desk at work, while you're driving in traffic, or while you're waiting in line for a coffee. So we've set this up for you to have a very specific flow, but of course you can utilize this workshop for any way that you see fit. What we recommend is you go through all the courses right now, try the breathwork exercises, and then once you're done, spend at least 1 week with each one of the various breathwork exercises. What you're gonna do is you're gonna release your diaphragm that gets locked up when we get too much stress. You're gonna learn to breathe diaphragmatically, which is gonna help pump and imbibe all your organs and your spinal column, have better oxygen and carbon dioxide balance in the blood. But perhaps most importantly, it's gonna help you get out of that reptilian brain that gets us stuck in survival mode, fight or flight, and open up the intuitive centers of the brain. Doing so, you're gonna experience more relaxation, more mental clarity and focus, and an increased ability to respond the way you would like to life's stressful events. And in doing so, you're gonna be ramping towards peak synergy in your body, because wherever we have a synergy leak, we're creating entropy in the body. If we have peak synergy, the components work together and they create something bigger than the sum of their parts. So 1 + 1 can equal 3. But when you have excess entropy in your body, a lot of imbalances going on, and you're losing synergy, you're creating entropy, which means 1 + 1 could equal 0, -1, -2, or at best 2. This holds true down to the cellular level of your body. It also holds true in your family dynamic. It holds true in your professional dynamic, and basically anything that happens in your life. First 2 videos in this breathwork workshop series consist of the clench, which we'll show you in the video, and diaphragmatic breathing, breathing with our belly. Now, when we're engaged in the clench, we're going to visualize and feel the cerebral spinal fluid moving up from the base of our energy system here, up the back of our spinal column into our pineal gland. Pineal gland is located in the center of your brain, right behind the ears or so. Now, when the pineal gland is activated, it is thought that we can experience much greater intuition. Some have even reported premonitions, clairsentience, clairaudience, and there's a great deal of speculation why this occurs. I'm not sure that it's anything you can actually prove with scientific method. But one thing is undoubtable. When you do that, when you picture that cerebral spinal fluid going up and into your pineal gland, and you just visualize the pineal gland charging with energy, you can experience great mental clarity. The more you do this, the more familiar you get with doing this, the more you can see things from a different perspective. You can find healthier ways of viewing things and relating to things and responding to things. And I really believe this is because the area of your brain that is actually charged with energy is not the reptilian brain or the frontal lobe. It is deep inside your brain. Anytime we're in our, like I mentioned earlier, anytime we are in our reptilian brain, it's just fight or flight survival mode. That's when we're tending to just like go into things we're attracted to and going away from things we're averse to. Not really using our human element. Now, the other component that makes breathwork so beneficial is the activation of the vagus nerve.
聚众搞事，加上大脑管道的守门员掏蛋白反
up to your brain, and it is activated through breathing. It is most activated through the exhale in the portion of the breath. So anytime that you are slowing down your breath, being intentional with your breath, you are activating the vagus nerve. And what the vagus nerve does is it turns on our parasympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic nervous system is the branch of our autonomic nervous system that is responsible for relaxation, mental clarity, introspection. Think of the parasympathetic branch as more of our right brain hemisphere of the nervous system. The opposite of that is the one we're very familiar with. That's our sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is the fight or flight aspect of our nervous system, which is survival mode, which is reptilian brain, and it's really good for creating entropy in the body. So before we go on to the next section, we actually introduce you to these breathwork techniques. I just want to invite you to keep this in mind before we get started. And that is, anytime we're doing something new that's out of the ordinary, out of our routine, we have to make a commitment to stick to it. that's because we just get in habit loops, guys. We get used to doing things a certain way, and anything new we throw in there requires extra mental energy. Breath work, meditation, exercise, eating real food, all of that is very important for you to live your best life. And if any of those are not currently habits in your life, then I challenge you today to find a way to break the cycle that you've created, the pattern that you've created that has created any undesirable state in your mind, body, soul complex. It's tough to form new habits, especially when the habits seem weird or very unfamiliar. No one else is doing them with you. Break out of the mold, individuate yourself, be your best you. Be the best version of you. And in order to do that, we've got to break the cycle of old patterns. So we can live life like a circle, or we can live life like a spiral. A circle just keeps doing the same thing. It starts, goes around, gets to the starting point, takes the same track. It just keeps doing that. What you're invited to do right now, and what you have the opportunity to do right now, is to have that circle break its pattern and turn into a spiral. So before you get to that starting point of doing the same thing you always do, just veer left or right. And you can create a spiral pattern. That spiral pattern is the growth pattern. That is the path to ascension. That is the path for you to go from wherever you're at currently to the idealized version of you. The peak performer, the one operating on peak synergy. Excess stress, excess anxiety, that's gonna lock up our diaphragm. And if we have a locked diaphragm, we're not gonna be able to do breath work. So I'm gonna show you how to let it go. When our diaphragm is locked up, you're not gonna be able to expand your belly like you should. It'll feel like real restrictive to you. First one here is we're just gonna massage the diaphragm. So I'm putting my fingers underneath my rib cage, and you're gonna find the diaphragm right there in the center, and you'll feel it. And you're just gonna wanna massage it. Dig in with your fingers, massage the other side of the ribs. You'll feel it. Work your way down the rib line. And be careful because you got like your spleen and your liver in there. So if you feel anything that feels like a mass, don't push it too hard. After the massage, we just give some nice big belly breaths. No, I'm not trying to throw up here. Actually, what I'm doing is I'm packing my breath. So I'm breathing in as much as I can. I'm letting my back round. And as my back rounds, I just keep bringing in more air and packing it down into my belly area. And then again, I'm just going to do some nice big belly breaths to get that diaphragm moving. Now we're going to combine those two. I'm going to do a little diaphragm massage as I round my back and go into flexion and pack air. Packing air, going down, packing some more. Pack as much as you can in there. Really stretch the diaphragm. See that expansion? All right, now we're ready to do some breath work. Let's get going. All right, so as we breathe, if you think about your body like a balloon, when we fill the balloon with air, it expands. When we release the air, it deflates. So your body's the same way. When I breathe in, I want to inflate my belly. When I exhale, I want to deflate it. Now I've placed a rock on my belly just as a visual for you. If that helps you at home, go ahead and use a water bottle or something that's got some weight to it as well. To do this properly, you're going to start your breath with an inhale at the bottom of your belly. Fill up your entire belly, and as the belly fills, let the chest fill. You're going to feel total expansion sideways, front, and back. That's going to be a full diaphragmatic breath. And that's the breath you're going to use for all of your breathwork exercises. Now follow along with me as we breathe diaphragmatically. Nice and deep, providing full relaxation. Now I want you to pay attention to how you feel before and after doing this breathwork exercise. What's your overall level of mental clarity before and after? What's your level of stress and anxiety before and after? Your overall sense of well-being and relaxation before and after. Exhale. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale. For best results, do this exercise 3 times a day for the next week. 20 big deep breaths when you wake up, 20 in the midday, and 20 before bed. And then you'll move on to the next breathing exercise. All right, we're really going to get that diaphragm moving now. We're going to get the respiratory muscles rocking. So this is fire breathing. Basically, all you do is you breathe in through your nose fast, and you exhale through your mouth forcefully. It's pretty fun. You're going to do 50 of these today, and then you're going to do 50 every single day, 3 times a day, just like you did with the diaphragmatic breathing. All right, we're going to utilize the clench in some of our breath work here, and the purpose of the clench is to pull cerebral spinal fluid up from the base of our body into our third eye pineal gland area. The way we do the clench is we pull our pelvic floor up and our buttocks and engage our breathing muscles, pulling our belly in and imagining cerebral spinal fluid going up to our third eye. Anytime throughout this process you see me pointing at my head doing these breathwork exercises, I'm referencing the third eye. There is no homework assignment with the clench. This is just for you to learn how to do it to optimize the breathwork exercises. All right, so we're going to do long breath holds here with the clench. Just get used to this feeling. Exhale out, drawing the belly in, getting my clench, and we're just going to hold this breath. You want to push yourself, get to the point where you feel some tingling. When you do this often enough, you might even start to tremor a little bit. That's all good. It's just going to add to the mental clarity. Inhale, do the same. So you're going to do this 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening. Hold for as long as you can on the exhale and on the inhale. You're going to do 3 rounds of these 3 times per day. This is called a box breath. This is great for relaxation. This is a great one you can do anywhere. Driving, standing in line, talking to somebody. You can literally do a 5x5 box breath anywhere. It's called the box breath because we breathe in for 5, hold for 5, exhale for 5, and hold for another 5 before taking the next breath. So we're going to do 5 of these right now, and then you're going to do these 3 times a day, 3 rounds of 5 every single day for a week. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clench and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clench and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue on your own. This is one of my favorite breath work exercises. This one really activates the vagus nerve, and that's because we're doubling the length of the exhale from the length of the inhale. So we're going to do 5 in and 10 out. You're going to do 3 sets of this every single day, 3 times per day, 10 5 by 10 breaths. That's 1 set. 3 sets, 3 times per day for a week. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clench and hold. Exhale, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clench and hold. Continue on your own for a total of 10. All right, this one truly is a treat. You guys are going to enjoy this. This is holotropic breathing. This is like the Cadillac of breath work. This is going to take some energy. You might experience a bunch of emotions and thoughts coming up. A lot of times anger comes up as we do these, but you're going to do 3 rounds. We're going to do 3 rounds right now. 36 holotropic breaths, followed by a full exhale, clench and hold. Then an inhale, clench and hold. This one might get your third eye turned on. You might see some things. You might hallucinate a little bit. This is a good one. Recommend first few times doing this, maybe do it laying down. So just in case you do get a little lightheaded or something like that, you can go ahead and stop, pause, and be safe. But what we're going to do is we're just going to inhale, full belly breath, exhale with a growl. Really let it out. All right, guys, have fun with this. I think you're ready. You're going to do this twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening, 3 rounds for a whole week straight. Clench and hold. Hold this as long as we can before we inhale. Inhale, clench and hold. Hold it for as long as you can. You got this. Exhale. Round 2. Exhale, clench and hold. Remember, during the clench, we're visualizing cerebral spinal fluid moving up our spine and activating our third eye. Inhale, clench and hold. Exhale. Final round. Here we go. You got this. Final exhale, clench and hold. You got this. Really push this one. Embrace the tingling. Embrace the discomfort. Embrace the panic. The relief is right around the corner with your next inhale. Inhale one last time, clench and hold. Tune into the third eye. Feel the brain light up. All right, you did it. Good job. Great job. How do you feel?